If you've ever felt guilty because you can't balance your career, your family, your health, and your dreams all at the same time, you're not failing. You've been lied to. Today, I'm going to show you a better path, one based on harmony, not balance. Hello and welcome. I'm Del Denny, and if you're new here, I help entrepreneurs, executives, and ambitious individuals like you perform at the highest levels without sacrificing what matters most. Today, we're tackling a myth that's deeply ingrained in modern culture, the idea of work-life balance. It sounds noble, perfectly dividing your time, energy, and focus between your career, your family, your health, and your passions, giving each area exactly what it deserves. It's a beautiful idea. But it's also a dangerous one because when life doesn't split neatly, and it rarely does, we're left feeling guilty, frustrated, and exhausted. We wonder why we can't seem to do it all like everyone else. We think we're falling short when in reality, we're chasing a lie. The truth is, life isn't a perfectly balanced equation. It's dynamic, ever-changing flow of opportunities and challenges and just so much. High performers don't seek balance, they create harmony. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why chasing traditional work-life balance is setting you up to fail and what a better, more sustainable path actually looks like. So let's get started. So let's be honest. Where did this work-life balance even come from? It didn't come from entrepreneurs. It didn't come from high performers or people living in the real world. It came out of the industrial age, a time when work was physical, repetitive, and limited by factory walls. Work here, life there, punch a clock, go home, keep everything neatly separated. And for a while, that model made sense. Work stayed at work, life stayed at home. Boundaries were simple and largely dictated by external schedules. Fast forward to today. We're not living in the industrial age anymore. We're entrepreneurs. We're executives. We're creators. We have smartphones, laptops, emails, Zoom meetings, personal brands, side hustles, growing families, health goals, community roles, and they bleed together constantly. The lines between work and life have evaporated. And pretending we can simply balance them on a neat little scale is setting up ourselves for constant frustration. The truth is, life is messy. And chasing balance makes you feel like you're failing no matter what you do. Focus too much on work, you feel guilty at home. Focus too much on home, you feel anxious about work. Take time for yourself, you wonder if you're selfish or falling behind. It's a no-win game. Think about it. If balance means giving everything equal time, equal energy, equal attention, you're destined to feel out of sync almost every single day. Because some seasons demand more from your career, some seasons demand more from your family, some seasons demand a full recommitment to your own health and energy, and those seasons aren't always predictable. Here's the brutal truth most productivity gurus won't tell you. Balance assumes you control everything, but life throws curveballs that you never see coming. A sick child who needs you, a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity that requires a sprint, a health scare that demands you stop everything and heal, a global crisis that redefines priorities overnight. You know what I'm talking about. If balance were the goal, you'd feel out of place. The moment real life showed up at the door, chasing balance makes you reactive. It traps you in an endless cycle of adjusting, apologizing, and compensating. You're constantly firefighting instead of creating, leading, and intentionally living. Even worse, it creates an invisible standard you can never meet. A standard that says, if you were better, you'd have this all figured out. If you just managed your time better, you'd be a perfect parent, a perfect CEO, a perfect athlete, a perfect friend, a perfect partner. It's not true. And deep down, most high performers know it, but they're stuck playing by the rules they never agreed to. That's why so many ambitious, hardworking people who are winning by any external measure, still feel behind. They still feel guilty. They still feel overwhelmed and unsatisfied. They're measuring their success against a myth. The answer isn't to juggle faster. It isn't to lower your ambitions or shrink your dreams. It isn't even to work fewer hours, though there's a time and place for that. The answer is to abandon the myth altogether. The answer is to stop chasing balance and start designing harmony, because life isn't about giving everything equal weight every day. It's about giving the right weight to the right things at the right time. It's about a season of hustle, seasons of healing, seasons of deep connection, seasons of intense focus. It's about becoming the conductor of your life, not the juggler of someone else's expectations. Once you understand that, everything changes. So, what is harmony? And why does it matter so much more than chasing traditional balance? In my book, The High Performance Playbook, I describe harmony like this: it's about intentional orchestration, not rigid, unrealistic division of your life into neat little categories. Harmony means shifting your focus with purpose based on what truly needs attention, not what external expectations tell you that should matter at any given time. Think of your life like an orchestra. Sometimes the violin section, your business or your career needs sometimes the percussions, your health, your energy must drive the rhythm. Sometimes the soft melodies, family, creativity, rest need to swell and fill the space. Think of yourself like a conductor. And here's what's key: no one judges a symphony because the trumpet isn't playing loudly at every moment. The beauty is in the flow, the strength is in the shifts, the power is in the intentionality behind each rise and fall. Harmony isn't about giving everything equal weight. It's about giving the right weight at the right time based on the right values. If you want to create a truly high performing life, a life that feels meaningful, energizing, and aligned, you have to stop fighting for balance and start designing for harmony. So, how do we do that practically? Well, here's how to start. Step one: identify your season. So ask yourself, what needs to be my top priority in this season of life? Life operates in seasons, not static states. Right now, you might be in a growth season, building a business, scaling your impact, or you might be in a family season, deepening your connection with your children or your spouse. You could be in a health season, rebuilding your energy and resilience after burnout. There's no wrong answer, only wrong assumptions about what you should be doing. Identifying your season gives you permission to align your energy and expectations intentionally, not to be torn in 100 different directions out of guilt. So ask yourself monthly, what's rising right now? What needs nurturing? What deserves my highest energy? Clarity on your season changes everything. Step two: set clear agreements, not vague expectations. Communicate your season to the important people around you. Let your spouse, your team, your inner circle know, this month, my focus will be heavier on the business. I'm intentionally prioritizing family and unplugging more often. For this next quarter, I'm making my personal health the cornerstone of my schedule. When you make these clear agreements, two powerful things happen. You remove silent expectations that cause resentment and disappointment. You invite people into your journey, creating partnership, not opposition. People respect intentionality. People get frustrated with vagueness. Clear agreements create understanding and peace. Step three: build rhythms, not rigid schedules. The old model of trying to balance everything every single day doesn't work. You can't give 100% to your business, 100% to your family, 100% to your health, and 100% to everything else daily, right? Instead, you build rhythms that flow over days, weeks, and months. For example, mornings, deep work blocks for your business. Evenings, unplugged connection time with family. Fridays, reflection, planning, and mental recovery. Weekends, adventure days with family and fun. It's not about splitting time equally, it's about scheduling energy intentionally. High performers move through seasons and sprints, not daily quotas. You'll achieve far more by leaning into deep, focused efforts than by half-hearted multitasking every day. Step four: measure your life by alignment, not hours. One of the biggest lies modern productivity sells is the idea that your success is to One of the biggest lies modern productivity sells is the idea that your success is tied to how many hours you log. Wrong. Your success and your fulfillment comes from aligned intentional action. Instead of asking, did I spend enough hours with my family? Did I log enough hours at work? Ask yourself daily, did I show up fully where it mattered today? A 30-minute dinner where you're truly present is worth more than 3 distracted hours while scrolling on your phone. A 4-hour focused sprint can move your business further than 12 hours of half-engaged busy work. Impact trumps time. Presence trumps time. Alignment trumps time. This mindset shift not only frees you from guilt, it multiplies your results. Step 5, recalibrate regularly. Harmony isn't something you achieve once and then check off your list. It's something you revisit. recalibrate, and refine over and over. Life changes, business evolves, family dynamics shift. Your own ambitions and dreams will grow and mature. That's why you must build on regular recalibration points. At the end of each month, ask, am I still aligned with my season? At the end of each quarter, review your commitments, adjust your focus, celebrate what's working. Sometimes you'll realize your season needs to extend longer than you thought. Sometimes you'll realize a new priority is emerging. High performers don't fear these shifts. They embrace them. They know that just like a conductor adjusts the tempo based on the flow of the music, they must adjust their focus based on the realities of their life. Rigidity kills growth. Intentional adaptation creates freedom. Harmony over balance. Let's do a quick recap here. Identify your season. Know what matters most now. Set clear agreements. Communicate intentionally with those around you. Design rhythms. Create flow over days and weeks, not perfect daily balance. Measure alignment, not hours. Focus on impact, presence, and purpose. Recalibrate often. Stay flexible as your life evolves. When you live this way, you stop feeling like you're failing. You stop fighting an impossible standard. You stop measuring yourself by false metrics. Instead, you create a life that feels on purpose, powerful, fluid, alive, a life of harmony, not balance, harmony. Now, here's the key moment, the mindset shift, the pivot that changes everything for high performers. You are not failing because you're out of balance. You are succeeding when you create harmony that serves your purpose. That's not just motivational talk, it's reality. When you stop judging yourself by how perfectly you divide your time and instead start judging yourself by how intentionally you lived aligned to your values, your entire life elevates. The highest performers in the world don't wake up each day and trying to balance work and life like a delicate stack of teacups. They don't strive for 50% work, 50% life, perfectly even every day. They know real life doesn't work that way. They accept that some days demand more from their business. Some days demand more from their health. Some days demand more from their relationships. They don't apologize for it. They don't guilt themselves into mediocrity. They zoom out like a master conductor and design their energy, their focus, and their seasons around the music they want their life to play. And you can too. The moment you stop feeling guilty about not perfectly balancing everything, the moment you stop measuring your worth by neat slices of time, the moment you start honoring the true priorities of your current season, you win. You win more than just external successes. You win internal peace because now you are living intentionally, not reactively. You're conducting your life symphony with purpose. You're making bold, conscious decisions about what matters most right now and adjusting with grace as seasons change. You experience more joy, more presence, more meaning. You experience a success that feels good, not just looks good. And here's the hidden benefit. When you create harmony in your life, the people around you feel it too. Your family feels it because when you're present, you're fully present. Your team feels it because when you work, you're deeply focused. Your body feels it because you respect it with time, rest, and movement. Harmony radiates. It creates a ripple effect through every area of your life. You stop apologizing for seasons of hustle. You stop apologizing for seasons of healing. You stop apologizing for being intentional with your focus. You start owning it. You start living with clarity, confidence, and authenticity. You start attracting much better results, better relationships, and better opportunities because your energy is no longer fragmented by guilt or unrealistic expectations. And people notice. You become the person others admire, not because you have it all balanced, but because you are deeply aligned, energized, and purposeful. That's the secret no one tells you. That's the breakthrough most people never reach. They stay trapped chasing balance their whole life, feeling frustrated, guilty, and exhausted, measuring themselves against a myth that was never real to begin with. But you don't have to. You can choose harmony. You can live your life by seasons, by rhythms, by intentional shifts. You can create a life that's full, rich, meaningful, and flexible. You can create a life that feels like your masterpiece, not a chaotic juggling act. That's the mindset shift that sets high performers apart. That's the mindset shift that will set you free. So let's bring this full circle. The idea of work-life balance sounds beautiful. It promises peace, control, and a sense that everything can be perfectly managed. But in the real world, the world of ambitious entrepreneurs and high performers, it's a myth that causes more harm than good. It creates guilt. It fosters unrealistic expectations. It keeps people feeling exhausted, behind, and frustrated, even when they're achieving great things. The real solution isn't about balancing harder. It's about shifting your mindset entirely. From chasing balance to designing harmony. Harmony allows you to live intentionally. It gives you the power to prioritize what matters most in this season of your life. Without apology, without guilt, without chasing an impossible ideal. When you create harmony, you don't just survive, you thrive. You lead, you live aligned, energized, and free. That's the standard we should hold ourselves to. And if you want more strategies like this to live like a high performer, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And check out my book, High Performance Playbook, available now on Amazon. It's packed with powerful tools to help you master your habits, your mindset, and your results. Thank you for watching. Now go create your own harmony.